Well, howdy, nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this. It is 6:17 a.m. It is Tuesday. It is the 18th of July. And this little feller, well, actually, that's Mama Squeak. Mama Squeak Jr., I believe. No, not Mama Squeak Jr., just Mama Squeak. She's pretty active back there. How cool. I went and rotated all the hamsters to different stations. And in fact, I have in my pocket little... Come on, Bobo Jr. I actually startled him enough when I woke him up and brought him out of his cage. He nipped my finger. He didn't draw blood, but he nipped my finger. And it kind of hurts, but I don't blame him. I mean, I woke him up by pulling on his fur and lifting him into the air. I mean, good golly, Miss Molly, if I got woke up by being grabbed by my hair and lifted into the air, I'd be pissed too. So he nipped at me. And like I said, it hurt, but it didn't draw blood. You know, because he's not upset. I mean, he's upset, but he's not pissed. And he was just letting me know that, hey, this hurts. And they know through experience that even something like that, it's not going to hurt them. They just have to let the world know that the situation is bad for them and they want it to change. It changes. Right there, though, like I say, it just startled him to the point that he nipped without actually biting, and it's good. So here he is. He's a little cutie. Don't be scared too much, little Bobo. There's been on Facebook, on the hamsters group, a lot of debate, there always is, about hamster balls. Most of the time, they're not really a good idea because hamsters, because they can't really see, they're mostly blind, they work on smell. And when they're in a hamster ball, they can't smell. But if you get the right kind, they can smell through the holes and they are able to identify by smell and move around. And some of the people who had been against hamster balls their entire lives now say, my hamster loves it. Which is true. Oops, little guy, he just nipped a little bit at my finger, lightly scraped on it. He wants to go back into his cage. But they were against hamster balls their entire lives. But now they take the lid off or they put the hamster ball near the hamster and the hamster runs in to get in there so it can go running around. So sometimes the hamsters want it. It's one of those things where it depends on the hamster. I mean, I've got hamsters that will turn up their noses at a cherry. Just do not want anything to do with it. Gross. And others that just go, oh my gosh, and just attack and devour. Some of them, like Little Squeak Jr. One of my housemates had made quesadillas with, cheese and tortillas. You shouldn't do this very often. He had left out the tortillas on a plate, and it was next to where I sit downstairs. I put Little Squeak Jr. down on my arm of my chair. She ran up onto the end table over to where the plate was and just attacked one of the quesadillas. Huge amount of the cheese and tortillas she just ripped apart and stuffed into her cheek pouches. You shouldn't let them do that very often. But like anything, even a treat that's bad for you is okay in moderation. So I let her get a full set of cheek pouches on her quesadilla because she loved it. I mean, I picked her up and the quesadilla was hanging out of her mouth and she did not let go until I put her down somewhere else, and then she continued wedging it into her face. So she really enjoyed the quesadilla. But other hamsters that I have, they'll actively go, cheese, ugh, ugh, and just back away from it. They just don't want anything to do with it. It's amazing to think, and it is true though, that things this small, they each have individual personalities. You have to look for it, just like with people. There's a lot of people that seem like personality-free drones, but when you look, you can find it, just like with hamsters. If you look, you will see it. You gotta look, but it's there. I had my one little guy down here, the new guy, And I was going to show him, but he's not as used to being handled. So before I could even turn the webcam on, in about 15-20 seconds of wandering around up in my hand and then on my lap, he was ready to go back to his cage. So yesterday, it was a pretty good day for him. Today, not so much. I'm letting him, just relax and take it easy because I like to glom onto my hamsters a lot, in case you haven't noticed. But he's not so used to that, so right now he's just, he's wandering around. Oh, cool. I wish I had a hamster cam thing I could show you. Oh, my tummy's upset. I went and drank a Mountain Dew for caffeine. I've got the monkey on my back. I can't go through withdrawals. I refuse again. I've gone through withdrawal so many times. I'm going to jump subjects now and talk about withdrawal. I have gone through caffeine withdrawal so many times it's not even funny. I mean, it's just this year alone I've withdrawn from caffeine a few times, and it's no fun. I mean, you go through headaches, horrible headaches for a couple days, and then you work subpar for a couple months until you bring yourself back up. So it's kind of unpleasant that way. I have withdrawn I don't know how many times, and I hate it, so now I'm making sure I got the monkey on my back. Back when I was an active alcoholic, before I really entered my death spiral, and then after I'd entered my death spiral, after I'd gone to rehab the first time, I withdrew from alcohol almost as a hobby, which is unpleasant because it's really dangerous for your body to withdraw from alcohol. Alcohol withdrawal is one of the few withdrawals from any drugs that can kill you. I mean, any withdrawal from any drug, depending on your system, can kill you. But on the whole, among natural, healthy, normal, human adults, if you get addicted to cocaine and withdraw from it, it's not going to kill you. You get addicted to heroin and withdraw from it, it's not going to kill you. You get addicted to, now this one's rough, the benzodiazepines, Valium and all that, it won't kill you, but oh my God, that is a horrible addiction to come off of. Benzos are one of the worst things to get addicted to. But even that's not going to kill you. Alcohol withdrawal can kill you. Whether it's the convulsions that you can have or other body horrid things that can fail as you withdraw. Alcohol withdrawal is dangerous. It can kill you. And that's kind of unpleasant. We don't stress that and let people know that in this country. But after my first withdrawal, I sort of did that as a hobby afterward, because especially after I went through rehab the first time and I was waiting to go into the big rehab that finally cured me of my alcoholism. While I was doing that, I would drink for a week until I had become physically addicted again. And then I would withdraw, spend a day, 2 days puking and shaking in my room, unable to eat, and then just putting ice cubes in my mouth so that I could get small drops of water in so I wouldn't dehydrate. I don't know how many times I withdrew from alcohol during a couple-month period like that. It must have been 5 or 6 times. And of course, each time I was taking my life into my own hands, but thumbs up. So I don't want to do that now. It's kind of, I don't like withdrawing from caffeine. You don't puke or feel like you're gonna die, but I don't like headaches. When I first went through rehab, and not rehab, but came back from the behavioral clinic in Spokane, Washington, where I became sober, I had horrid headaches to the point my parents were taking me to a neurologist because we thought I was gonna die. I could just be in a restaurant talking to my parents and bam, I would get headaches so bad it felt like my skull was going to crack open. And this wasn't migraines, because I'd had migraines from back when I was an active alcoholic. These just came on sudden, no warning, just death headaches, and then after about 3 hours they would just snap and gone. But they went away after a couple months of that, so yeah, gotta love headaches. And This was actually accidentally shown in my Morrowind stream video that I posted yesterday, my 47-minute Morrowind episode. This was sent to me. Now, there was no name of who sent this, but the only person that knows my actual home address is Justina Aquavita Metz, and it was this. I got this in the mail yesterday. Now one of my housemates freaked out about it because it came here to my home instead of my post office box, but I explained to him, with the things that were going to be sent to me, they couldn't be sent to the post office box because I wouldn't be able to bring them here. And after the history that I'd had of emailing and talking to Justina Metz, I knew it was going to be okay. And plus, I asked her not to kill me in my sleep, and she said okay. So these things were sent to my home, and thank you so very much. Now, even though it's Elder Scrolls Online that they're doing the figures for, I mean Vivek, because they opened up the Morrowind expansion in Elder Scrolls Online, very, very cool. Part of the Tribunal. They should have a Sothasil and, oh God, what's that other guy's name? Almalexia. But out of this bunch, the 4 they make for ESO, the only other one that I think would be really cool would be the Dwemer Colossus. Yes, they call it Dwarven, but the Dwarves were the Dwemer. So I pronounce it Dwemer, but W-E-M-E-R. But yes, this is so very cool. So it's going to take a place on the shelf back there with other pieces of my heart, since these are what are all on display. My one housemate, when he saw this, he doesn't understand. He said, oh, that's just stupid. People shouldn't be sending you toys. They should be sending you money. He doesn't understand. It's more, life is more than just money. Life is also experiences and memories. And this, I've got a lot of experiences and memories, and I love getting more. So these are great. Thank you so very, very much. Luckily, I am not my very young housemate. This is very awesome. Thank you so very, very much. Look at that thing. It's awesome. Put it at the angle. It's got the blue and the gold. Cool. Thank you so very, very much. Quite awesome. What I'm going to do now is go to the comments page on my channel, which I did not open up all the way. I opened up the comments page. I did not open up 24 hours worth of comments yet, so I'm doing that right now. I'm opening up 24 hours worth of comments because I'm going to go through the last 24 hours and thank 20 to 25 commenters for having left me comments. I'm greatly appreciative of any and all comments, even troll comments, because you get me out of my head, interacting with people in the real world, and that is a very good thing. My mental landscape behind my eyes and between my ears is not always a good thing, so getting out into the world is quite awesome. Now, I'm going to give a shout out first to some people that asked for a shout out, so if you'd like to have a shout out, if you ask for it in the comments and I catch it, you have a guaranteed shout out. Also, if I mispronounce your name, no disrespect is intended. I am terrible at names. Better than I thought I would be, but I am a natural English speaker, and I am not really good at non-English names, not even really good at a lot of English names, so I do my best. So thumbs up on that. Let me take a look at where is my... There it is. Let's see who we have for shout-outs today. Absolutely nobody, and I am so very sorry if anyone has asked for one. I did not see any, so I'm going to go through and start now with, there is Armando Rodriguez, thank you so very, very much. Nano Hazard, that's a pretty cool name, thank you. And Ricky Johns, thank you very, very much. And One with the Core, ooh, that's a pretty cool name too, thank you very, very much. And Away for the Win, thank you very much. Mateus Balcher, thank you very much. Greatly appreciated. Dandy Prime, son of a gun, thank you. And GN, looks like Prime, but the E is a 3, So it looks cool, and it's pronounced Prime, but it's got the 3 instead of an E. Thank you very, very much. And then there is Scary Mary Sunshine. I like that name. That is a good cyberpunk name. Very, very cool. And Joe Moody, thank you very, very much. Greatly appreciated. Phase Lord 200 pound, who actually says here, can I have a shout out? You actually had one yesterday, you know, so, but now you got one today, even though it was at random. And then there is Chartreux, CHARTREUX, son of a gun. Thank you very, very much. Joseph Crum, thank you. Greatly appreciated. Chester Copperpot. Ooh, I like that. Greatly appreciated. And then there is Alessandro Taverna. That's a cool name. Thank you. And Secretly 365, son of a gun. Thank you. Sam Lewis. Greatly appreciated. And Stan Getz. Thank you. Greatly appreciated. Jana Benjamin Collins. Thank you very, very much. And then there is ARGO. Thank you. Greatly appreciated. And Lambo Rambo, son of a gun. And then we have Erica Paramore. Thank you very, very much. And Maury, M-O-R-I. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciated. Zach New Green, son of a gun. Thank you very, very much. Who used to be, what was it, like Z-Man Games or something like that. I can't remember exactly, but thank you very, very much. And then last but not least is Sam Joseph. Thank you very, very much. Every single one of you. It is a good thing. You get me out of my head, interacting with people in the world, and that's a very good thing. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to give greetings to a bunch of people in their home languages. That is a good thing. It's only a few. If you'd like to hear a greeting in your home language, if you could drop it into the comments, and if you could tell me how to say good morning in Arabic, that would be awesome. My comment right now, my greeting right now is good afternoon, but I need to know how to say good morning. If you could help me out, put it in the comments, that would be awesome. Bom dia, dia dit, dia guet, guten tag, annyeonghaseyo, buenos dias, buona giornata, ohio, labrit, labas vitas, como sta, buongiorno, excuse me, terahomikos, yoragel, boira baivi, barilus, ni hao, kalimera, bonjour, bokertov, jean dobry, or less formally, chest, labdien, dobre utro, mesal haley, dobre rano, bereda, privyet, merhaba, and that one's actually Turkish for good afternoon as well. And of course, go forth and have the crack. Good food, good drink with good friends. Does not have to be an alcoholic beverage, does not have to be crack cocaine, does not have to be a prostitute spreading her thighs for you. The crack. Good food, good drink with good friends. Actually, it was a phrase that was started off in the 1800s in the United States. For whatever reason, it emigrated languagely over to Ireland, where it's still being used today, and died out over here. Past couple decades, it's been moving back, primarily in the Midwest, but has been spreading from there. And you say the crack. Good food, good drink with good friends. Thumbs up for that. Well, at 17 minutes and 46 seconds, I might as well just fall into the template. I hope nobody minds. Where, if you could check the links down below, you click show more, they open right up. There's all sorts of stuff down there. I've got Twitter, Facebook, Google+, my blog, GoFundMe, Patreon.com, quite awesome. My thanks to everybody who's donated to my GoFundMe. Somebody recently donated $100. Thank you so very much. It helps so much. I have not been able to get rid of my storage unit yet. I have until the 10th of next month before I get paid for it again, and I need to get it emptied. If I can't, this helps. Thank you so very much. My thanks as well to every single one of my Patreon.com patrons. You are all beautiful, wonderful people, and you're helping to keep me alive. I wouldn't have been able to stay in this house this long without your help. Thank you so very, very much. Quite awesome. You are all beautiful, wonderful people. If you'd like to become a patron, that would be awesome as well. The link is right down below. Anybody that can't donate or simply does not donate, I take all deposits of good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest. So thank you very much. Also, if you could toss me a like, that would be awesome. I do appreciate all the positive validation for my existence that I can get. And if you could subscribe to the channel, that too would be cool, but only if you're down with it. I think I am the only person on YouTube that actively says at the end of his videos, don't subscribe unless you really want to. If you don't like the videos, don't watch them. If you don't like the channel, don't subscribe. If you think you're not sure, don't go through the trouble. But if you are, then son of a gun, I will do my damnedest to keep you entertained from now until the end of time. I have a game video coming up. I've got a reaction video coming up. Who knows? I almost went walkies with the action cam yesterday, so I may take it out on walkies today. It all depends. I've got to go see somebody about my legal problems, which I still didn't get a chance to talk about, so thumbs up on that. Man, I have 10 seconds left before I hit 20 seconds, so you have a good day today. Take care. Thank you for watching and helping me process. It's a beautiful thing, and I will see you on the flip side. Thank you, my friend.